ciel bleu vole en silence.
Okay, it's time for round two. Round two of 10 things to stop wearing. To cut out of our wardrobes over the age of 50. Welcome if you're new here. My name is Netta. I'm a personal stylist. My whole focus is on helping women in midlife and beyond level up their style. I want you to look and feel your best in your clothes every single day. That's really the focus of everything I do on this channel, is to help you figure out what's going to make you feel really, really cute and what's not going to make you feel really cute, so that you can leave those things behind in the store. Stop trying to spin your wheels, putting things into outfits that just are not going to end up working. So as the founder of the Ageless Style Program, I have also cheered over 5,000 women onto effortless everyday style. So this is something I do all the time in my daily life, in my work, is really help you build beautiful wardrobes. And I know that there are things that are aimed at us. And the confusing thing is, I think that these things are in stores. They're currently being sold. One of my clients recently looked at me in frustration and was like, if it's out of style, why is it in a store? And I'm like, I don't know. I wish I could answer that question. But I can tell you that stores that are aimed at women over 50 will often have dated or frumpy or unflattering styles. And I'm always referring to clothes here, not to people. So when I'm making critiques, I'm referring to the clothes and just the clothes. And it makes me mad that these clothes are aimed at us, because it's confusing. It's confusing. And I'm here to dispel any confusion. Now, if you're not interested in hearing, what to wear and what not to wear, videos like this don't appeal to you, then, this may not be the video for you, right? This is for women who really want to be able to make those distinction and that call in their own wardrobe and when they're shopping, so that they make better choices. Now, I hear this all the time in my comments: wear what you want, wear what you want. With love, I don't think that that's helpful advice. I don't think it's helpful advice to tell someone, wear what you want. Just wear what you want. Just wear what you want. If we didn't need guidance, then we wouldn't be watching videos like this. My job as a stylist is to offer you guidance. Obviously, there is no rule that says you have to listen to anything I say. At the end of the day, you're going to make your own decisions. But these are my opinions based on 30 years in the fashion industry, and also on my training as a personal stylist, with body types and with color, and building wardrobes for thousands of women. This is my experience, and that's what I bring into these videos. So, okay, so let's get started. Got a lot to cover. First, elastic waists. Elastic waist. Now, with everything, there's an exception. I'm not talking about a pull-on linen beach pant. I'm not talking about sweatpants. Many of these things are just by definition almost going to have elastic waists. I'm talking about like the shirred and gathered elastic waists that on pants that are supposed to be a little dressier. What often happens is that they create a lot of extra volume there, which is not flattering. It's also just not an elegant look. It's kind of like it doesn't know what it wants to be look. Like, is it a dress pant or is it a sweatpant? No one knows for sure. Those types of in-between pieces rarely check either of the boxes well. So I feel like elastic waist pants can often be, and as someone whose tummy changes multiple times throughout the day, I cannot stand having anything restrictive around my belly. I understand the appeal of elastic waist pants. I will say though, when we're looking at elastic waist pants, you want a pant that has stretch, but it doesn't look like it's an elasticized waist. For example, one of the pants I talk about a lot that I love is called the Dream Pant by Everlane. It's a stretchy waist pant, but it doesn't look like a stretchy waist pant. And that's really what you want. So it's not really just that the pant has elastic, it's that it doesn't look elasticized and gathered like that at the waist. Because in general, those gathered waistbands are really, really hard to style. They're hard to tuck things in. They always, like I said, add a little volume where we don't always need a little extra volume. And just don't create a clean and flattering line, and they definitely don't look sophisticated or elegant. And I think that really should be our goal, and that's the goal of many of the things that I try to teach here on this channel. Okay, so elastic waist pants. Second thing is, this is, again, there's always an exception. It's always an exception, but printed chiffon. Yeah, there are going to be some printed chiffon evening dresses and evening gowns and pieces that are just exceptional and beautiful. But there's so much printed chiffon that is aimed at women over 50, and most of it is not cute. So we're talking about flowy, layered dresses and sets, often two-piece sets with really kind of dated prints on these flowy pieces. These are really only aimed at women over 50. You will never see a 30-year-old woman wear these because they're just very specific to our demographic, and they're not cute. First of all, chiffon, unless it's a nice shape, unless it's shaped well and it's tailored well, is generally a fabric that is designed to be very, very flowy and therefore a little oversized and therefore not that flattering. Like if you've got a lot of extra fabric, it's going to look like you have a lot of extra shape, and most of us don't need that. Second of all, it's the prints that they put on the chiffon and then the way that they cut it, often in triangular shapes. So we're looking at like, chiffon ponchos or dresses and tops that have these chiffon external layers that come in a point at the end like this, often asymmetric, and again, often with a print that is a dated print. So these oversized printed chiffon pieces are something I would encourage you to stay away from. Again, there's a good and bad version of almost everything, but many of them, especially on the brands and on the sites that are aimed at women over 50, are just not going to be the best look. And truly, they're going to be pieces that are going to date very quickly, and you're going to find yourself needing to replace them really quickly. Okay, next is, I've talked about this before, but it bears repeating because I still keep seeing it, plastic statement necklaces. Now, I'm often trying to put my finger on exactly what makes a statement necklace a bad statement necklace and what makes it a good statement necklace, because there are both. Obviously, dated styles are going to be, just something we all want to stay away from because they're dated, they're out of style, right? But really, plastic statement necklaces, I just think across the board is something we should avoid. Now, if it's something like vintage, like a Bakelite, I have a really cool Bakelite chain necklace from like the 60s. That's very different. But like a standard plastic statement necklace, again, you do not see these for younger women. You just don't. You see them for mature women. And many of the items in this list and in the last list were not trend items that I'm telling you you're too old to wear. That's not it at all. I'm saying we're too young for these pieces. We're too young for these pieces. We're too stylish for these pieces. We're too sophisticated for these pieces. We're too modern for these pieces. It's not that the pieces are too young for us. It's really the other way around. So these necklaces are aimed at older women, and they're not in style. They're not cute. They're not modern. They're not fresh. They're not trending at all. They're not either trendy or classic. So with everything, you want to check one of those boxes. It either needs to look modern and maybe a little bit more trend forward, like as in by trendy, I don't mean this second, I mean the last couple of years trendy, or it needs to look classic. And if it's not in either of those categories, then it can often fall into that third category that they invented for us, which is, mature. And I don't know how else to put that, but there's a whole separate category of clothes and accessories that are aimed at older women, and these items fall into that category. Okay, so the plastic statement necklaces, they're not a good thing. They've not been a good thing for a very, very long time. They're not in style, and they're instantly aging. Peep Toe Booties. Peep Toe Booties are next. Oh my goodness, every single one of my clients, every single recent closet edit I've done, there's a pair of Peep Toe Booties in that closet edit. Often they're perforated or they've got some sort of cutout in them. This is a style that many of us had 5 to 7 to 9 years ago. They're not in style. They have not been in style for a really long time. All of them have the stacked wood heels most of the time. They've got like a sling back often, where the back is open as well as the toe is open. So they're not a boot and they're not a sandal. Like, what are they exactly? They're this weird in-between thing. And again, they were trending, they were happening for a while, and they're just not. They've been out of style for a long time. And I see a lot of women hold on to these because they're comfortable or because they're versatile or because they go with things. And again, sometimes some of these are still actually sold in stores, and that adds to the confusion. But I will tell you, these are not trending. They're not in style. If you have a pair or two that you absolutely love and that you've invested a lot in and they just are a go-to for you, maybe those are pieces that can be in a transitional box. And if that trend rolls around again, unfortunately, generally when something rolls around again, it looks a little bit different. But if it rolls around again, you might consider taking them back off, taking them back out and dusting them off again. But for the most part, these are pieces that you can let go of. If it's not like an absolute favorite, definitely let it go. Okay, next. This shows up in tops and it shows up in tankinis, but these are tiered tops and tankini tops. So they've got the multiple ruffles that go like this. They are designed, they're always longer, so they're always tunics, and then they've got usually 3 big fluffy ruffle pieces that go all the way around. these again usually show up as bathing suit tops, or they show up as like summery, fun summery tops. Now, the thing about these is that everyone thinks, oh, these are awesome because they hide all the bumps and lumps, and they absolutely do, but they're also painfully out of style. Like, they're very, very out of style, and truly what they look like is intentionally hiding your body. They don't look like, oh, she looks really flattered in that outfit. Instead, it's like, oh, look, those ruffles are designed to be, to be flattering. It's just a very dated look, and definitely not one that I recommend. Especially in a bathing suit. If you're going to do a tankini, which there's buzz that tankinis might be coming back. If you're going to do a tankini, my encouragement would be to do a tankini where the top and bottom look like they're connected almost, and you're doing it for fit and for comfort. Like, maybe you've got a long torso, and like whatever, you need to accommodate your body, or it's a lot easier to go to the bathroom when you're wearing a tankini than it is in a one-piece bathing suit. So do it for that reason, and have the top and the bottom match and look like they're almost connected. But these tankini tops, often in patterns, are not cute, and the halter style tops or tank tops that look like this, they've been out of style for a really long time, and truly they look like you're hiding your body, not like you're wearing a cute or fun top. Okay. Next is knit shorts. Now, I've seen so many of these lately. They have, I've talked about pull-on pants and the pitfalls of pull-on pants, but these are pull-on shorts. So they're shorts without a real waistband, without a real button and zipper closure. And again, when you're talking about a pull-on style linen short, that's different. And when you're talking about sweat shorts, that's different. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about shorts that are designed to look like either tailored shorts or twill shorts, or even denim shorts, but they're not. They're knit instead. I love Spanx, but Spanx has some of these, and you have to be careful with the waistband of these, because the waistband doesn't look like a real waistband. And anytime something pretends to be something else, it's generally not going to be chic or flattering. So you don't want to have a faux waistband on your shorts. If you're going to wear one of these, and I understand, again, fit and comfort might be the reason that you choose these, you want to cover up the waistband so that it looks more modern. But you don't want those pull-on style shorts with the fake waistbands. They are just not, they're not cute. And, instead, go for a style that is gathered all the way around in linen, that's designed, and that's basically showing what it is, which is a stretchy waistband. Make that part of the design element and not pretending that it's not there. Okay, next thing I want to talk about is a t-shirt with an all-over pattern. Now, again, there are good and bad versions. A striped tee is one of my very favorite things, and I talk about striped tees probably too much on this channel. So I'm not talking about a striped tee. I'm not talking about anything really simple and classic like that. I'm talking about t-shirts with all over little motifs and patterns. These, again, do not exist for anyone other than over 50 women on over 50 websites. You just don't find them aimed at women who are younger. You just don't. And that's the red flag. And that's the red flag that exists across all of these items. So these printed tees have florals or have what I call nothing prints, which are prints that don't either detract or add to the piece much. They have little geometrics, they have whatever, but they're printed tees, and they're just not modern, and they're not cute. They're very, very dated, and they're very matronly looking. So if you want a tee to infuse some color or some personality or some style into your wardrobe, I get that. A graphic tee is a great way to do that, and a lot of brands are really known for great graphic tees. J. Crew has great graphic tees. So if you want a graphic tee, go for a graphic tee or go for a striped tee, and then you're going to get that interest without dating your outfit or making it look unnecessarily matronly. So these printed tees are just not a good look. They're never a good look. For some reason, also, they're almost always cut in a weird boxy shape. They just are. Not a nice knit, not a nice shape, not a nice pattern. Definitely pass on those. Next thing I want to talk about, I talk often about layering pieces with matching tops underneath. So for example, maybe the top has a pattern and the layering piece pulls a color from the pattern. I'm kind of doing the opposite here. I'm talking about layering pieces with a matching shirt underneath, but where the the shirt itself has the pattern. So specifically, short sleeve jackets or camp shirts in loud patterns with matching shirts underneath them. In general, I really like a short sleeve linen shirt worn as a layering piece, or a short sleeve chambray shirt worn as a layering piece, or a short sleeve simple white shirt. But the short sleeve patterned shirts worn as layering pieces over matching tanks or tees are not cute. That's not cute. Again, this is a look that's only being done for women over a certain age. There are so many ways to cover your arms. If you want to cover your arms, again, make that top solid. It'll totally be fine. It'll be perfect. But that patterned top with a matching tee is always a bad idea. The patterned layer with a matching tee, 98.999% of the time, that's a bad idea. Unless everything is neutral, and then it doesn't look matching like that. But this is just not a modern look. It hasn't been a modern look for a really long time, and I would just encourage you to find alternative ways to cover your arms. Short sleeve jackets, short sleeve sweaters, short sleeve shirts, and solids are going to be your best friend. This isn't good for any of us. Okay. Next, I want to talk about embroidered t-shirts and sweatshirts. Again, everyone's going to be able to find a version out there where they're like, but this one's cute. And I'll be like, yeah, that one is cute. But overwhelmingly, for the most part, embroidered t-shirts and sweatshirts are one of those items that are in that red flag category aimed exclusively at women over 50. So I'm talking about the cute little floral motif that's like right there in the middle, right there on the shirt, right there on the sweatshirt. No. These are often part of the Garanimals for grown-ups category of clothing where everything goes with everything else. So you've got that little embroidered sweatshirt, and then maybe you've got sweatpants that go with it. And maybe it's a hoodie that's got the embroidery on it, and then there's a matching shirt that goes underneath the hoodie that goes with the sweatpants. Just know, these embroidered knits with the little itsy bitsy ditsy motifs, these are the exact same motifs that they put on onesies for babies and on little smock dresses for toddlers. Like, why? The goal is for us to be more sophisticated and more elegant as we get older, not to look more babyish or more cutesy. And I think it's insulting and annoying that they do this. So embroidered sweatshirts, embroidered t-shirts, in case you can't tell, I feel very strongly about this. Just not cute. Again, there are really cool versions of all of these pieces, but that's not what's coming for us. What's coming for us at those over 50 stores are these ditzy pieces, and they're not cute. They're not a thing. Okay, final category is shrugs. Now, I talked about covering your arms. Often covering our arms is a reality for many reasons. I live in Florida. It's 100 million degrees outside, and then it's 50 below inside. And I always need a layering piece, but I'm not going to reach for a shrug because a shrug has not been in style in about 25 years. And they are always popping little and do-nothing shrugs that add no style and no interest over floral dresses and trying to sell them to us over 50. So especially the shrug that comes with a dress, but even a solid neutral shrug, maybe it's a little wimpy crochet one, maybe it's a little like flimsy fabric. The fabric is always flimsy because the idea of them is not for warmth, of course, it's to cover your arms. And so they really look like, oh look, she's covering her arms. But it doesn't look like you're adding anything to the outfit. Instead, I would very much encourage you to find a little jacket to throw on instead. Linen, cotton, whatever you want to make it, a real crochet cardigan as opposed to a little flimsy shrug. Doesn't add any style, doesn't add any real warmth, and instead it really pulls your outfit down. So shrugs, definitely not the way to go. Definitely a category of clothes that are just aimed at women over 50, and they make me crazy. So I hope that you enjoyed this list, 10 more things that we should stop wearing over the age of 50. My goal is to help you make the choices that when you put them on, you're going to feel cute in them. That's the goal of everything I do. So I just want you to know the place that I'm coming from based on some of the comments I got. A lot of new people have joined my community, and some of them don't understand or don't know what I'm doing here and what my perspective is. My job is always to help you look and feel best in your clothes. And so if that's what you want, and you want the encouragement to do that, and you want real straight talk about what I think works and what I think doesn't, then please stick around. I'm so happy that some of you are here, and that there are a lot of new faces, and we have a great community here in the comments. So join us if that's your goal. If your goal is to wear what you want regardless of what anyone tells you, that's your prerogative. You've got the right to do that. Obviously, I'm not going to make anyone do anything, but I think that you'll agree, and if you've tried any of these pieces, you may definitely agree that some of these are just not going to be our best choices. So I love you guys. I'm so thankful for you. I'm so thankful for how quickly this community is growing. Please comment below. Let me know which of these things you've struggled with, and which you are maybe going to commit to taking out of your wardrobe if it's something that you've been struggling to style. Don't forget to like this video if you liked it, and subscribe so that we can keep hanging out. Love you guys. If you have not signed up for Closet Confidence, I don't know what you're waiting for. Closet Confidence is my free and amazing workshop series. It starts June 24th. I would highly encourage you to check it out. It's going to be a game changer. I think it's something that you're going to love and get a lot out of. I don't do this that often. I do these every several weeks, and everyone who has done one of my Closet Confidence rounds will tell you it is absolutely worth spending your time, a few days with me over the course of that week, June 24th, to really work on your wardrobe, to dial it in, and to look and feel your best every day. So love you guys so much. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.